Hello everybody and welcome back to AlexElliottGolf and welcome to the channel if you are a new viewer. So, like we say at the start of every single video, make sure you give us a comment down below on what tips are going to help you and your golf game. And also, don't forget to subscribe for plenty of content coming throughout the year to help you and your golf game. So, today's video is all about what we want to do when we're chipping from just off the green. Now, I think when first and foremost, a lot of people actually use too much loft. So I see a lot of the time here, we've got a little bit of a step to go down and quite a lot of green to work with, is that a lot of people actually would try and land this near the hole and try and spin it and stop it. Whereas actually, if you spoke to most of the pros, when they're just off the green, they want the ball rolling like a putt as early as possible to give it the best chance of holing it into the hole. So we're going to talk through what we're doing in the setup, and then from there we're also going to talk through how the feelings of what we want to create through the golf ball. So let's firstly go through the setup before we hit these shots. So what I want you to do is, I want you to do this when you're practicing. I want you to place the alignment stick down on the golf ball, and then from there I want this to just really highlight where your ball position is. So let's go through how I want you to set up to a chip shot. So firstly, I want you to take your grip in the middle of the handle. So we've got equal amounts at the top end, at the butt end showing. So you can see there I've got equal at the top and equal at the bottom, really giving me a sufficient hold of the golf club. So from there, I want you to feel that my ball position is just favouring the right half of my stance. So just towards the back. It's not too excessive and it's not towards the front of my stance. I want this ball position to be in the middle. I want you to place this golf ball down so that there's equal amounts of groove showing on the left half and the right half as you view it on the golf club. So we've got a nice ball position, we've got how I want to hold this golf ball, and from there I want you to feel that you've got 70 to 30% of your weight on your lead side. Now I want you to be careful when you're getting into this position. So a lot of people get into this position with this weight on the left and really tip these shoulders up. I want you to feel like you're going to go into your left pocket to really achieve that weight on your lead side. So you can see there, I've got my weight on my lead side and I've got these shoulders relatively level. They're not tipped up into the air. So I've got my grip, I've got my stance, and I've got where my weight wants to be. The final piece of this puzzle is, now we've got to maintain our ball to target line. I want you to feel when you start off in this setup, you've got your feet, knees, hips and shoulders all parallel to the ball to target line, okay? So if we had a line running down our target through our golf ball, these would all run parallel like two tram tracks. I want you to feel that maintaining your shoulders parallel to your ball to target line, that you're just going to turn your left toe out slightly, and then you're going to drop it back slightly. So half an inch, you're going to pull your left foot and your lead foot back half an inch. Now, for me, this is really key because one, it actually helps us not take this club too far back, but also it actually helps us predetermine that impact position. Because if we were going to over-exaggerate what we were at impact, we'd like to see these hips opening up, hands ahead of the golf ball if we were going to hit this shot 30 or 40 yards. Even on a short chip, we want to see these hips slightly open and these hands ahead of the golf ball at impact. So us preempting this impact position really helps us achieve that and getting away from that scooping action. So I want to show you that from down the line, and I'm going to hit a chip shot here before we talk about the feelings I want you to have throughout the chip shot. So again, grip in the middle, ball, so we've got equal distance on each side of the face. Take our stance in the ball position, just favouring our right half of our stance, into the pocket to get the weight onto the left, turn the left toe out, pull it back slightly. So you can see there, I'm not stood too far away, and I'm not stood too close to the golf ball either. So I've got a nice shaft lean on the top, hands on the golf ball. I'm in a really good position here to pass the golf club back and pass it through to the target. I'm going to hit this one now for you. So predetermined impact to my setup, come back to where I started. And I got that ball rolling at the earliest opportunity there, and I got my 52 degree here. So we now know what we want to achieve at the setup. So we want to achieve that really good, almost preempting what we had at impact. And if we could go back and come back to that same position, we'd be in a good place and we'd have consistent ground interaction. Because if we just go off to a slightly different point before we talk about the rest of it, I think a lot of amateurs really struggle with a consistent ground interaction because they either scoop or they dig to get their chip shots coming out. Whereas if you looked at all the pros on the European Tour and PGA Tour, they've got a consistent ground interaction, and that's where their short game, no matter what scenario they are around the green, they're very, very good at getting it up and down and really taking advantage of short par 4s and par 5s when they've got a chance of chipping the ball close, because they can guarantee the strike and guarantee the ground interaction. So we know what setup we want to achieve. Let's talk about the feelings we want you to have through the golf swing on the chip shot. So run through the setup, weight into the left, pull the left foot back. So we're predetermining our impact position here. We've got the hand slightly ahead of the golf ball, and we're really achieving that position. So firstly, this is a position I see a lot of the time. So they've got this good setup now, I see a lot of people really try and drag this club inside, and then that gives me that scooping action on the way through. I want you to feel, instead of feeling like we're going to drag this golf club way too much on the inside, I want you to imagine we're going to feel like our centre of our palm here. So if I was to draw a red dot in the middle of my palm here, I want you to feel like you've got a laser coming out of your palm towards the golf ball through the backswing. I want you to feel that my palm stays pointing at the golf ball. So you can see the difference here. Palm pointing at the golf ball or pointing out over here. So I really want you to feel that this laser in the middle of your right palm stays pointing towards the golf ball throughout. So we don't want to add loft to the golf club and have our palm pointing out to the right. We want to keep the same loft on we had at address throughout the backswing, through into impact, and hold that position on the way through. So it's almost like our right wrist is going like this. We're almost patting it down towards the ground and feeling like our laser works at the golf ball, through, then towards the target. So let me hit this one again for you. So go through the setup points, go on the left, pull it out slightly and pull it back. From there I want to feel that the laser is pointing down towards the golf ball and through towards the target. So you can see there, I got a really nice consistent strike on the golf ball. So just to explain simply, if we take the golf club round here, we've got to find a way back to the golf ball on the way through. If it's a little bit outside our hands, our path will predominantly going to be left then through when we're chipping. So it's all about feeling this club stays just outside our hands and this laser stays pointing through to this golf ball and then through to this target throughout. It's a really simple feeling and it really complements that good setup. So once you've got that set up, once you've got the ball position correctly, retract the left foot slightly, feeling the laser stays down towards the golf ball throughout. That is absolutely key. So we talked about setup, we talked about a simple feeling to have throughout the backswing and through on the through swing to really create a consistent chipping action. Thank you for watching today's video on Alex Elliott Golf. Guys, if you're not already, please don't forget to subscribe. Plenty of content coming throughout the year to help you on your golf game. If you've not already, make sure you comment down below what tips and what videos would help you and your golf game. Thank you for watching and see you next time on Alex Elliott Golf.